Welcome back to another episode of the Kelly and Erinn Show. As always, we say it every single time, but we are so grateful that you're here with us today and just honestly so honored that you take time out of your busy day to come and hang out with us. For those of you that are new here to our podcast, we are Kelly and Erinn, and we are the mother and daughter team that founded Kelly's Bake Shop all the way back in 2012 in beautiful downtown Burlington. And grown it into an epic empire of delicious gluten-free and vegan cupcakes and treats and all that amazing stuff. We are 100% allergy friendly as well. So anyone can enjoy our delicious treats knowing that they are safe from all the most common top allergies and all that good stuff. But we are here today to talk about gratitude. Today, we're really slowing down to talk about just overall the theme of gratitude because for us here up in Canada, it is Thanksgiving this week. So for us, not just for family and for food, but for the bigger picture, we're talking about gratitude, the divine order of life. Because when we really stop to look at the sunsets, the hummingbirds, the trees, the synchronicities that guide us, life is pretty spectacular. And we all have so much to be grateful for in each and every single moment. So we just wanted to chat about this overall theme and kind of just jump on into it. Mom, what do you think? Let's jump in.
Absolutely. So I love how you led this up to the whole thing here, like calling our lives spectacular. And I feel that. And I feel that there's so many of us right now that are missing that connection to that bliss, that absolute gratitude. It almost gets overused too much. You need to have gratitude. You need to have gratitude. But what is that? What is that grace and that true love that you can have for your life and your experiences that you have? I find that the more people that talk to me that are really discontent with their life, that are afraid of life and what's unfolding all around us, are the people that it works really in tandem, like with each other. The people that are feeling that fear are lacking the connection to nature and to really the true miracle of what life is. It is, and I think we heard Laird Hamilton, the famous surfer, he used the word elaborate. Like life is so elaborate. Like it's so detailed, it's so perfect, from all the little microsystems that work in our body to work while we're not even realizing that our body's working, right? All the different systems in it, to the systems that are, I mean, I'm looking at trees right now, and the connection of the trees, and the trees and the leaves are dying right now because we're in fall, we're in autumn, and we're starting to see them fall to the ground. And all the bees are catching their the last bit of pollen, and because they were going to go dormant for the winter, and some of them won't make it. But it's this cycle of life, and this cycle of how we live, and the true birth and death and evolving of what we experience. You know, is death even real? you know, all these things we get to go into contemplation with, because my true feeling about death is that it's not real. It really is a transition for these physical bodies to transition to the another realm of where we go to, because our souls are eternal. And anyways, I think that being able to shed some light, especially when we are hopefully all going to gather with family and friends over the next week or so and break bread with each other, enjoy food together, enjoy family time, friend time together with no other distractions except for the focusing on the sheer love and gratitude, I'm going to use that word, that we have for this existence. It's so much bigger than what we take for granted every single day.
Totally. You're absolutely bang on. And I think if we can talk about gratitude for a minute, I wanted to ask you a question about that because this has been probably the most wild year you and I together have really experienced. And I want to know, what does gratitude mean to you personally this year?
Gratitude. Okay, so what does it mean to me?
Hmm.
This year has been being so grateful for my growth, and being so grateful for the courage that I have had to summon to accept and find the courage to surrender to life unfolding in a way that I didn't really feel was favorable. I was absolutely judging that what was going down for, like, losing 401 Brant Street and losing so much that was attached to that for the customer's sake and for our staff's sake and all of it, like, and for me and you, it had been our guiding light for so long, and then to lose it, like, I was I had to summon the courage to not label it that way. And by doing that was to rise to the other side and go, "Okay, so if this is happening for me, I'm just all in. I'm all in for the lessons, and that's what I'm probably gonna spend for the rest of my life because it's not like I have found out the reason yet, you know? So the life is experiencing all of the potential reasons and the hardships and the good times and all the things that can happen to us and finding the gratitude to go, okay, so this is not ideal. This is not an ideal moment for me. And it's not an ideal feeling for Aaron and I after the canceling, all the different things that we've gone through. And now this was like almost the ultimate canceling. I'm like, but is that true? I was labeling it in such a big, harsh way. But I shifted gears and went, okay, so it's just absolute gratitude. This is so meant to happen. I don't know why. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I just have faith that I know that I'm being used as like a conduit, like a tool for whatever needs to come through me is coming through me for the ultimate joy and reasons for humanity. It's not just for me, it's for being brave enough to allow whatever has to come through me for the ultimate service to humanity.
Yeah. What I think is, it's really interesting because I mean, there was a ton of craziness in 2025 and also a lot of opportunity to reflect and to really just sit with, okay, what did 401 Brant Street really mean to us, and really sit with it with such a grateful, full freaking heart of so much love. Like, you and I, we had looked at old photos and old videos and even our old vision boards of what we used to actually create 401 Brant Street. And, to really just think about, like, 'cause I'm using that as a really core example because that's just been so much on our heart this year of like, wow, like, I'm so grateful for all those memories that we created in those four walls, for all the staff that we had there for 12 years, all, yeah, like everyone that we paid to work there and support their own families, and the incredible customers that came in to support us, and just really sitting with that gratitude and just being like, wow, holy crap, we created this out of nothing. We created Kelly's Bake Shop
Dream.
out of a dream, and it created was a 3D beautiful business for 12 glorious years. And wow, how lucky are we to have been able to actually experience that and feel that heart and feel that, also feel that pain on May 3rd and May 4th, those last couple days of us being there. But also, how grateful are we to have been able to experience the thousands of people that came in on our final day and all of their stories and their, oh my gosh, how our business touched their life. Holy crap, you couldn't, like, I couldn't have dreamt this any better if I wanted to. It's so powerful when you really
Pure
break it down.
miracle,
Yeah.
right? And that's what you're experiencing, the pure miracle of creating an ecosystem, really, because it was working on autopilot with all the staff, all the customers, everything was just working on its own. We weren't controlling that. And what it was radiating, though, out was love. Okay. Okay. That was weird. What it was doing was radiating this connection, this love frequency that people tapped into. Like, it created its own ecosystem. Kelly's Bake Shop did that. We didn't do that. We were like fuel behind it. We were there to amplify it and stuff. But we always said this, that Kelly's Bake Shop's own entity. It's its own thing. We birthed actually another like ecosystem entity that is like its own thing. It's so much bigger and so much deeper than just cupcakes and cookies and muffins and stuff. And this is what we found out on that
Yeah,
final day, even more so
totally.
with all
And I
that love that was given to us.
Absolutely, and I think, looking at it looking forward now into our present day and into the future of everything that we've done since May the 4th of having that final day on 401 Brant, and all of these opportunities that have presented themselves to us to finally be able to sign a lease at a new location and have the ability and be so grateful that, yeah, we get to go into debt. Yes, we get to fund this new beautiful baby that's going to, oh my gosh, it's gonna touch, I think 461 Brand is gonna be, like, on another level, like a 10x level to what 401 Brand was. I really, really do. And I'm just so grateful for that because this is an opportunity for us to have a new beginning. Although, back in March when we got this news originally, there was a lot of pain, there was a lot of grief, there was a lot of just intense feelings. But now when you can look at it in the rear view and be like, okay, wow, like I'm settled now. I can think to the future. I'm so grateful that I get to do this with my mom as my business partner, as my ride or die. Like that is the coolest thing in the freaking world, knowing that we each have each other's backs. And when shit gets hard, we're not going to just peace out and be like, okay, this is a little bit too much for me. I'm gone. And just really sitting in that, I think that, yeah, it's just a beautiful opportunity for reflection in the darkest of times because we have had some very, very dark nights of the soul over the past few years. But in this year specifically was all about losing losing Burlington and losing so much of our identity that was woven into it for over a decade.
I think it's very reflective
Mhm.
of the collective consciousness in the world, and Kelly's Bake Shop really represented that as an awakening process, though. So this is what we have to remember, I can get so, like, emotional with that to go, like, this business represented so much love to thousands of people. It represented connection to literally thousands of people, and for it to be kind of, vaporized in 60 days, it truly represents the cancellation of so much good in the world. But this is our job, though, is to not own it as a bad thing that happened. It's a transitory time. It's a transition that's happening right now. We have to remember that. And that's to go back to, like, zooming out. You've heard me say this so many times now. We zoom out to the truth that the life unfolding is so beyond Kelly's Bake Shop. Like, are you kidding me? We are so small, and it's for us to remember the miracle and the magicalness of all of the beauty, all of the, like, the gorgeousness, the miracles that are happening in nature and reflective in our bodies and our relationships and all the things that are going on around us. We have to honor this love that needs to come out. And really, it's just so much more beyond Kelly's Bake Shop. It's, like, my life is revolving at a stage of, the paintings that I do or the gardening that I do or all the dreams that are coming through me right now to host, like, retreats and things like that. It's just so much bigger than what Kelly's Bake Shop could ever represent in this almost, like a 3D reality, right? So we're expanding and growing. We all are. And to keep us cocooned and in these containers and keeping lids on it, it's not where we should be right now. It's really, this is a deep one. It's us going into our shadows. Us going into the thing, the darkness that makes us feel a little bit more comfortable. And be if it is, we're happier to stay in fear. We're happy to not make, decisive decisions to expand our life. We're happy to stay small. And we've got all the excuses for it. But but the calling right now is to go bigger than that. It's to go bigger in kindness. It's to go bigger in love. It's to go bigger in what you can give back to the world. It's not about what we're able to take and receive. So it's about giving. And I hope that, Thanksgiving can be a moment for us, even if we get 5 minutes, even if we, 5 minutes of breath work, 5 minutes of a meditation, 5 minutes of ceremony that can be, you know, something that is keeping you locked into the past, and you've got to write it on a piece of paper, and you get to put it in a fire to burn it. Like, the things that you need to release to expand you to the next level is, to me, what gratitude is all about. Because if we do not recognize the darkness and the shadow that is coming through us right now, we are never going to be able to be grateful for the true miracle of life. This is being authentic. This is being vulnerable. This is being open. This is being honest. This is us surrendering and realizing, like, all of the shit, all of the stuff that we have to get rid of. 401 Brant Street, there was a reason why it had to go. And I'm okay with that. That's my thing to alchemize and release, and everyone has their own level of connection to
Mhm.
that business location. It was only a location, right? I've had to get rid of, I've repeated this a million times, but my marriage and like other relationships, things like that, like, set them free and allow the truth of who I'm supposed to be to move forward. Because being grateful and our experience in life is such an individual process. What's right for me is not right for you, Erin, and what's right for you is not right for me. And for all of you guys listening, it's an individual thing, and I just can't recommend this enough, that in the spirit of Thanksgiving, giving thanks is so much bigger than sharing a turkey or a tofurkey together, or whatever, however you eat, whatever, is so much bigger and beyond that.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Like I don't even really have words because you completely nailed it, that I think there's a lot of people that can just glaze over, what the actual meaning of Thanksgiving is and how deeply important it is as just a point of just reflection, to just say, okay, like, let me just reflect on this. Let me reflect on all the blessings within my life and the divine order of this world. I mean, you touched on it briefly, but like, it's like the next time that you see a sunset or a hummingbird, just pause. It's like, feel that freaking miracle here. It's like, how is everything so divinely laid out? It's so divinely orchestrated on this planet that, like, everything just knows what to do. Like, the seasons know how to come and go. The like there's different levels of prey and predators that know, like, who's in like the pecking order of things, and how are certain things created, how is our body created, all of the systems and the organs, and like, just really just being so grateful that, like, I think we can all find something to really sink into and to really feel very grateful for. And I don't like using the word grateful over and over again, but just really sinking into that. Like, how can you really feel that within yourself? And like you said, Mom, it's an individual sport. So what's right for me may not be right for you and vice versa. But just how can you just feel that a little bit more? I think that the world needs that today more than ever.
I think the more that we live on the surface, the more it's going to come back and bite us in the ass.
Yeah.
And that's just a straight shot across the bow.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to expand on that.
Great.
We have been living our lives very superficially, very much, what can I get? What kind of attention can I get? What kind of control can I get? Who can I manipulate? What can I do to get that? Instead of owning those dark shadow thoughts, because those are, I don't know if you guys have ever checked lately, but no one gets off the planet alive. Okay? So, if you know somebody that has managed to do that, seriously, let the other 8 million of us know.
Yeah.
But there is no way you're taking your money with you. You're not taking your Ferrari or your Porsche or your, whatever $10 million house or whatever. You're not taking your kids with you. You're not taking your Rolex. You're not taking anything with you. Nothing is going with you. And our job is to serve. It's how we give back. But the only way that you can release that and I'm going to say connect to that thought of how can I serve is making peace with your ego. making peace with the shadows, as I mentioned earlier, making peace with the things that keep rising up in you that make you feel so uncomfortable and keep you in fear, keep you in really knowing like you sit back and you go, "Oh my god, I just did that. Oh my god, I just tried to manipulate this person. I just tried to control this person. I just tried to do this," like, whatever. It's sitting with those unhappiness, because those are your triggers when you get triggered by people and things that are happening in your life. That's your first telltale sign that it's a path that you shouldn't be going down, but it also too is the thing that's triggering you is that's your shadow. That's the thing that you do need to work on. And you know it's not serving you because it's keeping you in a lower vibrational frequency of jealousy or resentment or anger or pissed offness of some sort, right? You're getting pissed off for some reason. So it's time to work on that. And once we release those things by bringing awareness to those things is the time that we get to then go, okay, so that doesn't feel comfortable. Why is that? Oh, maybe it's because of what my dad did to me as a kid and like all those things that I experienced as a kid. My dad, actually, I should rephrase that. Dad didn't do anything to me. It was an experience that I had with him because of him, right? So people are doing things for us, never to us, right? So, and it's to go into that introspection of like, how can I become a better person, a better human for that? How can I actually give that person more space? Because you know what? As much as they're being like like not kind to me right now. What am I doing then to actually like have them feel that way around me? What can I do for them? Can I give them more love? Can I actually double down and tell them that I love them so much and that space with me is really freeing and really loving and I'm going to sit with you with zero judgment, but I really want to work through this with you because it's lessons for both of us. And when you can connect that deeply on such a loving, connect and heart level and open yourself up, this is what I'm offering you guys for this Thanksgiving is to open yourself up to create a love connection more so than you ever have to the hummingbird, to the trees. Go out there and hug a goddamn tree. Go out there and hug your neighbor. Go and make a turkey dinner for your next door neighbor. Maybe there's a little old lady on the street that you know that's going to be alone. Maybe you need to send a bunch of Thanksgiving cards to the local old age home, that the senior citizen place that is going to have no visitors. What can you do to offer yourself to allow other people that share this planet with you to feel more joy? And because Thanksgiving isn't about me feeling grateful for my life and I get to ride off into the sunset. No, my gratitude is to say, like, thank you for these lessons and thank you for giving me the courage to open myself up more, to become a tool for you to use me, to become the human that I need to become to bring more joy and love into this world. That is my gratitude.
Mic drop. That was awesome.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah.
And
Seriously, that was great.
life is so meant to be experienced and shared with one another. It's not about what you can take. It's not about your accomplishments and being this ambitious character that is here to take from one another. You're going to lose that way. It's about what we can give back. And you need to use me. Like that's, I sacrifice myself. I going like, I am here to be used as a tool to help others to connect to the most loving frequency that they can have, especially during these times of such great uncertainty and uncomfortable moments. And we're all experiencing it differently. Each and every one of us have different glasses on. They're different colored glasses that we all wear. And whatever we perceive to happen, like that's our individual experience. But our experiences come because of our childhood and all the other things that have affected us to go, oh, I see life this way. But no, I see it this way. Oh, no, I see it this way. Everyone sees life happening in a different way, all because of their experiences that they've had in earlier years, usually childhood traumas and that sort of thing that affect us. Now we get to realize that the only path is love. The only path is how can I connect and generate more love? What's happening in the outside world? I don't even know. Nope. I don't even know because I don't know if it's happening really that way because I see it a different way. Erin sees it a different way. My next door neighbor sees it a different way. Michael will see it a different way. We all see life unfolding in a different way. And that's us just giving each other grace to go through what we need to go through and experience whatever we need to experience.
Love that. I think that was so beautifully said and perhaps an opportunity for us to wrap up this episode.
And just say happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Yes. Happy
Do
thank
more. Do more. Be more. Challenge yourself, challenge your heart, challenge the path you're on, challenge it all. Challenge all the shit that goes through your body, all the thoughts that go through your body going, is this even true? No, I don't want to live this way any longer. This is my opportunity to rise in love, rise in gratitude, rise in being grateful for every single little microcosm that is alive and even the rocks are alive. Everything that is functioning in this world that we share this world with is alive and it's connected to us.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to this Thanksgiving edition, this gratitude edition of the Kelly and Erin Show. We're so grateful. I'm going to use that word again that you're here with us today. Thank you for sharing your time with us and hanging out with us and just exploring these ideas and just really navigating life with us because it is also our first time here and we are navigating it the best we can. And I also just wanted to say that for those of you that are in the GTA, Kelly's Bake Shop is open all week this week for Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. I love any holiday at Kelly's Bake Shop. It's just to me what I love so much about it is that our beautiful business that we have created gets to go into hundreds and thousands of homes across the GTA and beyond and we get to actually touch the hearts and the souls of so many people with our delicious baked goods. So I just wanted to say we'd be so honored if you would come and hang out with us at Kelly's Bake Shop. You can also order online too and get some treats delivered to your business, home, whatever you want to do as well. Kelly had her hand up.
I had my hand up because I wanted you to share that, what days we're delivering into Toronto and our 200-kilometer radius.
Yes. So we deliver every day to the GTA and beyond. For Thanksgiving, it's slightly different. I believe it's the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th is like kind of normal deliveries. We aren't delivering on the 12th and the 13th. So the Sunday and the Monday, I think, if I'm remembering this all correctly on the spot. But you can also check it out on our website. If you just visit kellysxo.com, we'll put the link in the show notes as well. So you guys have all that info there. And oh, I almost forgot. And if you use the promo code Kelly and Erin 5, you'll get 5% off your order. So use it. Why not?
Amazing. That's a good
Yeah,
one. I like
so
that.
awesome. So thank you so much again for tuning in. We appreciate it so much. And we hope you have a beautiful, blessed, and love-filled Thanksgiving.